Grandfather, an eye-popping mountain, is one of the last remaining island mountains in the southern Appalachians. A high amount of the species here are rare, threatened, or endangered. This is because this mountain has spruce fir forests, which is very rare in all of the Appalachian mountains. Spiders, such as the spruce fir moss spider, can be found here and are critically endangered globally. The blue goldenrod, a wildflower, is also found here in bloom, as well as the pygmy salamander, which measures at less than 2 centimeters, can be found here. Up here today normally is a nice 360-degree view, but we are in the clouds, just under 6,000 feet elevation. What makes this place so unique is it is surrounded by roads on all 3 sides of it. Normally, if it wasn't so windy, you could actually hear a truck horn coming by. You could also probably hear bird calls, but today it is cloudy and truly a cloud forest type atmosphere we're in. As the planet continues to warm, places like Grandfather Mountain will be affected severely. Species that live on this mountain will continue to have to move upslope, but this mountain levels out at 5,900 feet. Species that live at already the very high elevations of this mountain are going to have nowhere to go and will go extinct, at least locally, if not everywhere. That's why it's extremely important to preserve this mountain. It was privately owned for the longest time, and in the last 3 years has been in the transition process to become a state park, which is a great thing. Tons of tourists flock here every summer, especially to see the swinging bridge, which is on the other side of the mountain from here, as well as the wildlife. You can find black bears here, deer, occasionally a mountain lion, bobcats, all types of birds, including the golden eagle, which is a magnificent bird, the bald eagle, and the magnolia warbler, which is a very rare bird, only found on the high elevations of Grandfather. The Linville Gorge, known as the Grand Canyon of North Carolina, carves a 12-mile gully starting at Linville Falls. The headwaters of the Linville River start off on the south side of Grandfather Mountain, becoming the Catawba River after flowing east out of Lake James. This is one of North Carolina's last truly remote areas that can bring one a sense out of civilization and into the wild. Dropping over 2,000 feet, this perilous canyon is extremely steep and rocky, providing a harsh habitat for species to survive. Because of the unique terrain, there are species here that can be found in only a few other places in the world. This is because the gorge is prone to fire, so many of the species that live here are adapted to living in terrain that burns relatively frequently. Wildflowers, such as Heller's blazing star and mountain golden heather, are endangered here and survive in fire-prone areas. They will be blooming within a few weeks here, sparsely over this rugged land. The gorge is also home to the magnificent peregrine falcon. Clocked at over 200 miles, this bird is the fastest animal on the planet. Due to DDT and other pesticides in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, the bird was driven to near extinction. Fortunately, worldwide efforts were made to conserve the bird, and by 1999 it was removed from the endangered species list. This is one of the few success conservation stories in this area, and now the lucky hiker or birder may even have the chance to view one of these magnificent birds of prey. As the world population continues to skyrocket, more and more land is being developed for human habitation. It is essential places such as the gorge not be protected just for environmental reasons, but also for aesthetics and tourism. Thousands of outdoors flock this area, especially in the summer, to hike, swim, rock climb, mountain bike, camp, kayak, and simply see the magnificent views the gorge offers. A warming planet will bring more frequent and severe storms that will likely cause horrible rock slides and other forms of erosion, making this already harsh environment even more difficult to survive in.